This should be an Automatica. But definitely pick Osiris.
Pick Xylus. Okay.
Or Osiris.
I'll always pick Xylus.
He's a good guy, actually.
I would pick.
Regardless of
I
what
would
people
pick
say.
Xylus.
What did they say?
Who would you pick?
I pick Xylus.
What are we picking him? What are we picking him for?
A nice home cooked meal.
Oh,
Man
I'd
of the year.
pick Xylus.
Yeah, I'd pick Xylus.
what's that going to be then? What's the meal?
I made Mousy a nice home cooked meal yesterday. It was shrimp and egg fried rice.
Ooh.
Must be shrimp and egg fried nice.
It was. So she ended up streaming for 10 hours, and to me it was like, "Are you forgetting to eat?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll make you some food."
That's nice.
Oh
I need
God!
somebody to do that for me.
I'm so alone.
That is love there. You're a keeper, Xylus.
God, tell me about it. God.
Silas, are you single?
Very specifically not from the story that you just got told. Although, if she's not, if she's not grateful,
that's a good point.
hit me up.
Listen, I asked Silas to marry me many years ago.
Yes,
he said
actually,
no, so
yeah. I mean, it wasn't very romantic, Nazi, because you did follow it up with for tax reasons.
Yeah, for both of us, we both make a saving, Silas.
I'm just saying, it's not really a way to treat.
I'm sorry, trying to save you so much money a year. I'm sorry, I'm the bad guy, I guess.
Which one of you lives in the tax haven? I'm confused.
I do, actually.
Oh, right,
Well,
I
okay.
see.
It depends, right? If we're talking personal tax, Netherlands is very much not a tax haven. If we're talking business tax, yeah, we very much are a tax haven.
Right.
Which is why so many
The Netherlands,
large businesses tend to have their head offices, like IKEA, for example, has their head office in the Netherlands because we're a tax haven.
I thought everyone was moving to Ireland.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Ireland's
Getting in on
very
the
expensive
action.
to live in, though, isn't it?
Is it?
So is the Netherlands.
Well, actually, I guess swings and roundabouts.
I'm not good at this Automatico.
Ow. What the heck?
It's not a very good Automatico.
No, it's a bad automatico.
How do you feel about Scotland becoming a tax haven?
Scotland can
perhaps
be whatever
Nazi.
it wants to be.
Wait, is there talks of that happening?
No, but I'm just saying it's the cool thing to do, right?
Why would you say that?
It'd be pretty nice.
Why would you?
Why would I say that?
For a second,
pitching
I was
it.
like, hello? Yes.
I'm
I
pitching
like
it.
that.
I was like suddenly like, oh, I'm gonna fucking move back home. Like, fuck this shit.
Oh shit, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, we've got free tuition, universities, right?
Right. Oh yeah, you do. You still have some
What is
there's still some advantages to being in Scotland.
Yeah, there's a couple.
What's the upper
Free Iron Brew.
What's the uppermost tax bracket for personal taxes in the UK?
Oh god. I don't know.
Like 50, I think.
It is 50 as well. Okay. Yeah, it's around 50. I think maybe even like close to 55 in the Netherlands. I wouldn't know because I'm not in that bracket.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Be nice to know.
Takes a while to get there.
This is a terrible Automatico, isn't it?
It is.
I feel like I've been lied
I think
to.
I think to be in that bracket, you need to earn like over 80k a year or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like 100 and something here. There's obviously a lot of tax havens going on in the UK anyway, right? Like Jersey and all of the other stuff.
Jersey,
right?
like
It's
a bit
always
of a tax
been.
haven.
Well, also all of the Cayman Islands and all these protect designated weird little vehicles. Basically, there was a time in like the 80s where the UK had kind of lost its empire, but still wanted to be like a butler for the world. We went around the world and we were like, can we offer you any services?
Be the world butler.
I've never heard it described that way before.
Yeah, it's kind of how we did it.
Butler.
We were like, we can offer you anything: insurance, guns, you name it. We can
Gun
give you
insurance.
tanks, planes. we can put launder your money. We can put it in a giant washing machine called the City of London, and then you could just get it back clean. You could have property. Doesn't matter who you are. Russian oligarchs, murderers. People on the fleeing from crime
Sounding
syndicates.
less and less like Butler and more like organised crime, but
well, no, but we're just the butlers, sir. We have respect and dignity
To be fair, a lot
and discretion.
a lot of like the old world countries have a very similar. The Netherlands has a fucking like system like that still in place. I'm pretty sure in Curaçao. In
Aruba, you've got these like islands
Jamaica.
that are actually technically part of.
Ooh, I want to take
Carry on with the song.
Thank you.
hey, there we
to
go.
Bermuda.
And the Dutch East Indies. I mean, we all had like the colonial European powers had fingers all over the world and contacts all over the world. And when the empire fell apart, there was this sort of drive to find an alternative revenue stream by acting as like this sort of strange, providing these strange services that awful people needed. So for a long time, like
we're Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. That's our country now.
I think so.
You know, any desire is valid if you can afford it.
I think that's how.
I am stuck in a weird position. How did anyone do this shipping crate flip?
You have to go up the side.
Did you not get the right
Honestly,
car?
there's a wall right afterwards that took me like 7
There's
attempts.
like you have to go up the side on the right of the wall, and it like automatically flips you through the shipping cart thing.
So
if you're on the bit I'm thinking.
Yeah, I keep flipping through it, but
what position are you in, Ben?
Right, last.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
I was
are.
just making sure that you were not in a pay because I'm 4th and like I just got past something very difficult.
This is very automatico, actually. I've noticed.
It's not though, is it?
I've just been lapped. Not for me.
It's half automatico.
Semi-automatic.
It is very automatico for me.
It's
I guess I've been
semi-automatic.
getting lucky. I think some of these jumps are pretty. If you just get unlucky on them, you'll die.
Exactly. That's.
Speaking of dying,
Yes.
if you guys could live for a certain amount of time, what would be like if you could say, all right, 200 years? What would it be?
Another 4 seconds.
Oh god.
2 more seconds, please.
Can I also guarantee my health? This scenario.
Yeah, you're going to be healthy. You're going to be, you're going to be all right. You're going to be doing quite well. You're going to be, you're going to age gracefully.
I just need to know how Game of Thrones ends. So if I could just make sure I live like until George R.
Oh my
R.
god,
Martin
Ben, I do
finishes
that too. I rationalize things like, just let me live long enough to see the end of this TV show, please.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, I do that all the fucking time. Like,
I would like to see aliens.
Ooh, that's a good shout.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
that movie got released already, though, Bouphe.
Okay, but in this scenario, a genie comes down. He says, "Right, you can live for a certain amount of time. Now, you want to see aliens? You're going to tell me how many years that's going to be."
Oh, well,
you
just
don't
I
want
guess
to
a million
paw
then.
yourself. You don't want to monkeys paw yourself.
Well, you
Bruce,
can't
because-
just say, "I want to be alive till aliens."
Because
You
they
have
might
to give
say,
them a
"Oh,
number.
we found some alien bacteria in a meteorite,"
Oh,
and then you
true.
drop down dead suddenly. You know,
Fuck.
No.
That would suck.
Bacteria.
you have to be more qualifying with your like death requirements. you
Okay,
know.
I'm gonna get a lawyer.
I want to meet a lawyer alien.
Right.
Right, that's,
no,
that's
good.
good. That's good. That's good because it takes not only finding an
That's a
alien,
good
but they
one.
have to pass the bar.
You're gonna have to sabotage them though if you're not ready to go yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if that
Oh my
happens
god!
tomorrow,
But imagine the legal discourse that would have to happen over that guy, because he'd be like, "Do I want to qualify for the bar if it involves this woman who's been alive for thousands of
You'd be
years
killing her.
finally
Yeah.
dying?"
moral quandary.
That is
But maybe-
interesting.
Invent their
Maybe you
own
have to
bar.
meet him and you have to talk to him, and he's like, "Look, I really want to be a lawyer. I know that will kill you." And you're there,
And I would be like, I love you because I've got to know you over the years, and I want you to live your dreams.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh, I
"Oh,
want to
but
watch
what if
this
you want to
movie.
marry him and have his children?"
I
Like,
want to marry him, have his children, and say, please, let our son become a lawyer.
Oh,
It's all I want.
Oh my.
Right.
Oh my
God,
gosh.
I cry
smokes.
every time.
I'm tearing up right now.
I love my alien son.
my alien I legally love my alien lawyer son.
We had to
my
do a
God.
lot of legal stuff to actually be able to marry one another, and it was a whole fight.
Made much more difficult without any alien lawyers involved.
Exactly.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
incredibly difficult, but we did it, and that's why I want my son to
That's
become
the
a
thing
lawyer.
about alien law.
You can't tell him. Are you going to tell him that that's what's going to happen when he graduates? Or are you going to keep it a secret?
No, I want him to be happy, and I'll die at his graduation.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Congratulations, son. I'm dead now.
He'll get up on stage and he'll be like, "Mom, no!" And I'll be like, "It's
You better
okay."
record a hologram before that happens, though, so you can give some answers.
Oh, do like a Tony Stark, like
Yeah. This is what happened and why it happened and why it had to happen. Because otherwise, it's the worst day of his life.
It's had to happen because I'm a bloody bitch.
yeah, worst mum ever. So it works out. Actually, he wasn't sad.
I'm a bitch.
Crap, I missed the bloody hole. Oh, there's this bit where you lob your car at this.
It's not the first time
Tube.
Lewis has said that.
Hit that like button.
Oh my gosh. So no, I don't know about living forever. Not that I'm tired of this earth. I mean, but I can understand how you would get tired.
I'd like a couple hundred at least.
I think the aliens is a
No,
really good
okay.
shout though, Bouphe, right? Because that's like something which I feel like we're not gonna have answers to, right? It's certainly like when it comes to technology and that kind of stuff, like anything sci-fi. I'd like to see like a moon base and a and a Mars base. You know, I'd like to see the near future humanity.
Just want to see a Mars bar.
Oh boy.
But I can totally see how,
as well.
after not that long of a time, I think you would just totally lose touch with like society. Like, once you were like 200 or 300 years old, you would not be interested in learning any new things or understanding new cultural trends. Like, you actually just hate living in the world, I think, after a while.
After being 200, I think I could make it 200.
Are you saying, like, how we already don't understand TikTok?
The older you get, the less you understand.
I refuse to play Fortnite or Minecraft or use TikTok. And is you saying it would just be like that times 10?
It's like that, but times a million.
Right.
You know?
I'm going to refuse to eat food and, like, go to sleep.
You're not going to eat your NutriPaste and, like...
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
You're not going to get your brain, like, computer, like, neck jack import. You're going to be using a weird old mechanical keyboard, and everyone else is going to be plugging in.
Those ports are coming, I believe, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going backwards.
I want uploaded into the machine at the earliest convenience.
But then will that be you, Ravs, or will that be a new entity?
Is that just
it's
a copy of you?
Star Trek transporter problem.
Hey, if I'm fucking dead and I know that Brain Ravs is having a good time in a computer somewhere, then
how would you know? Because you're dead.
You just resent Brain Ravs.
I don't care. That's what I want.
You see, like in Star Trek, when you transport, technically what they do is they destroy one version and create a new version. So you're fine with that?
Well, no, here's the thing, Nilesy. Right, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
If you are for a millisecond in control of both bodies, so you can imagine you are conscious. You then have a second body appears, and you're conscious of both.
You're saying you can jump
get rid of
the first one. Are we talking
one.
Old Man's War situation?
Yes, we are. So this is
a
situation where you can conceivably maintain the same conscious cost.
I agree with that.
Body.
I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's a really good show.
And maybe that's what the teletransport in Star Trek actually does.
Well, it doesn't, because if you look at the Will Riker issue, like Will Riker was...
There's copy.
it was duplicated. It didn't destroy on one side, so
how have I been rused into Star Trek chat?
That's true. Good point, Niles.
Yeah, man. And then you've got like an Enterprise when there was somebody stuck in the transporter pattern buffer for like 25 years.
Scotty was trapped in there for about a century.
Yeah, he was.
Which I liked.
And, he should have stayed there, honestly. I didn't like Scotty.
You
didn't like him annoying as fuck.
It was a bit of a strange relics, right?
It's a good idea, though. It's an engineering solution. It's like, right, I need to survive this disaster. Let's just put myself in the pattern buffer.
Yeah.
I really
like.
like.
You can put yourself into stasis.
But that bit where he's talking to Geordie and he's like, "Oh yeah, the secret to being a great engineer is just managing your captain's expectations."
Yeah.
He's like, I need warp power as soon as possible. I told him it would take 2 hours. Took me 20 minutes.
Yeah, I love
that. Never tell them how long it'll actually take, because they'll need it done in half the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that's like the same thing as doing a job at work, right? It's like if you put your most best efforts in, like they'll expect
that every time.
They'll expect that every time, exactly.
God,
so
I did do that at my last job though. Like my job was to basically fill out spreadsheets, but with like creative writing for an offshore team, and it was incredibly bloody boring. And they were like, "Oh, when can you get all of this new line out for us?" And I was like, "Oh, it'll take a couple of weeks, probably."
Yeah.
And I just dicked around on Reddit. There was no chance of getting a promotion, no chance of getting any sort of raise. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm not even getting paid enough for this.
Even this like times 10 slow-mo speed of the job is still shit.
This is still just ridiculous. This is pointless. I had to try and explain to people what different types of knickers were. Like I had to make a PowerPoint presentation on pants.
Oh,
like
I
these are tanga
see
pants. This is a thong.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Noted. Writing this down.
So that took up a lot of time. Honestly, I should have been paid for that.
Pants research. I could imagine there was a lot of distractions going on as well.
There was.
I bet you can imagine. Well, if
you're googling pants all day, maybe that's your thing. We're not talking trousers.
I think after a while, if it was your job, it would not be your thing.
It was not my thing.
No.
I think anything you have to do is just not loses all appeal immediately. Because you have to.
I see.
I mean, I love doing creative writing.
Like
but they
playing
told
GTA.
me that I couldn't do what I needed to do to get the website how they wanted it. It was like, well, all right, fine, but don't whine at me that everything's shit. You know?
True.
Right.
You won't give me any money to do stuff.
I'm definitely on board with that. sentiment. Get them for every penny they can spend. You know what I mean?
No, come on, I was so close.
Don't eat breakfast. Just eat all the free lunch bars.
Oh, I did do that.
Ketchup
though.
packets.
Eat this.
That's free. Yum.
Well, there you go. That was Sub GTA. Thank you for joining us, everyone. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.